Okay, so in this video today, I'm going to be showing you exactly how I do my cold outreach now. Now, I have done pretty much every single kind of cold outreach that there is. I've done the automated list, I've done Lem list, I've done instantly, I've done all this stuff. I've hired B2B appointment setters, I've done everything. And the crazy thing is I've actually come full circle and I've come back to doing exactly what I was doing at the start. And in this video, I'm going to explain why. So, as you can see here, I've got a list of leads. Okay, this is about 500 leads of businesses that I'm going to contact. And these leads I got from this Fiverr gig, so I paid for them. Okay, you can scrape leads yourself, but you will need to use something like Apollo or LinkedIn Sales Navigator, one of these things, and then do the list scraping yourself. For me now, because I'm making money, it's better for me to just buy them. It's just, if I can just pay £100, that's worth more to me just having it immediately than doing it myself. But you can do it yourself. And to be honest, I think £30 for these leads from this specific gig is very, very worth your money. I think I have looked through a lot of lead scraping gigs, and this is one of the best that I've ever found. And I've bought 5 or 6 packages from Harlan now. So I highly recommend to use this gig. I'll put it in the description so you can use it. Okay, so the process goes is I will go to this list and I will do this as a daily thing. So I'll get up every day and I'll usually do about 10 or 20 per day. Okay, I used to do more, used to do less, but I think that's what I found to be the most consistent thing that I can stick to. So it will go like this. So I will first of all, I will look at their name, what they do, and then I'll go to their LinkedIn account. So I'll have a look here. Okay, here's the first one. This is a guy called Eric, CEO at Miltech, and they've just launched their new cash management solution with Miltech. And he's based in the United Kingdom. So this is ideal for me. So I think I forgot to add was that when you get this list, you can specify the leads you want. So it will ask you questions like, okay, who do you want to target? And I always say now, founders and co-founders, CEOs and head of marketing, and I am quite specific about the location. So I do London only, and because I'm in London. And in this particular list, I've done specifically payments and FX companies because that's who I work with. That's the target of my business. So my business is Finis. We do financial content specifically for finance companies, but I have found that most of our clients have been with the FX and payment space. So that's what I've done. Okay, so let's reach out to Eric. So the first things I'll do is I'll just connect and I'll just send without a note. So that's a straight connection. Okay, and then I will go to my email and I will use this template. Okay. Okay, hi Eric, and it'll be need. Let me just move this. It'll be need any help, Eric. Hi Eric, hope you're well. Do you need any help with your content strategy? And then I'll put their company here. So his company is Miltech. So Miltech. Let me know, Caleb. And then I'll put his email in like this. So need any help, Eric? Hi Eric, hope you're well. Do you need any help with your content strategy? Miltech, let me know, Caleb. Send. And that's it. Okay. Now, a lot of you might be thinking, "Oh, what? That's it? You don't do anything kind of offer. You don't do anything like that." And honestly, no. I used to. I went through the whole process of having this whole offer and everything like that. But I've realized from networking with real businesses and speaking to people and just my own experience is that this is not the strategy to go for when you want to land bigger clients, because most business owners are extremely busy and they're not going to respond to really, really long, obvious sales pitches. Okay. Because think about it. If you are a businessman and you are very successful and you know lots of people and you're making lots of money, why would you respond to a cold email that's just selling you something? Because you'd already know someone who is doing it. So you go on the trust factor. You just hire someone that you know. Okay. So you are reaching out to people who are already thinking about doing it, but they're not necessarily going to be sold by it. So the strategy is to find people that are already looking for you. Okay. Now, let me provide you an example. So like in my spam, I mean, I get a lot of emails like this one. Thought this might be relevant to you, Caleb. Hi, Caleb. Ever feel like lead generation's turned into a black hole for budget and time? A lot of found like already too fucking long, to be honest. We help businesses book qualified meetings with people who already buy, blah, blah, blah. If you're curious, I can show you how it works. Let me know, send it a few times. Okay. For one, no picture, no links. No, I don't know who this guy is. Jack. It's clearly an automation tool that's used this. He's clearly used Instagram or something. And I don't know who this is. So I don't trust it. And then I had another one here. No, this is like a business one. Yeah. Quick question, Caleb. Hello, Caleb. You've probably seen this one too many times. We'll book you 10 plus calls in 30 days you don't pay. Cool. Until it's not convincing me because I don't need it, and I've been through this so many times, Hi, Caleb. I wonder if you're in such so this one's better. At least it's got some links on it. Yeah, this one isn't too bad. But most, they just go to spam now, and I get a couple of them that pop into my inbox, and I just mark them as spam. Just so many. So I'm sure that some of mine don't get replied to, or they get seen as spam. But in my opinion, this is just a far cleaner email. Okay. And as I always say, and I've said in previous videos, the magic is in this signature. Okay. The magic is in the links, because they link to me. They show that I'm transparent and I've got a photo. I think a photo is absolutely essential because it shows I'm a real person. They can see who I am. And then they see the same photo here. And then they also see that I've added them on LinkedIn as well. So they can know, okay, this guy is active. He's actively found my profile. He's a real person. And I post frequently on LinkedIn as well. That's why I post, is to show transparency. I did a post recently about AI and SEO, and then showing that I'm active in my industry, I'm understanding what I'm doing, and then here's a photo of me when I was on holiday. And the photo is to, one, increase engagement, but also show a bit of transparency, because it shows that I'm a real person out in the world, and people want to work with people. They want to work with people that they know and that they like. Okay, so going back to this email, all it is a prompt. Okay, all it is to show oh, my camera's gone. All it is to show that you are real and that you're a real person, and that you're just prompting them to show that you're there. So that's the thing. You need to understand that it's not about trying to impress people. It's not trying to win people over, because you're never going to do that. Someone else is always going to do something more impressive than you. Someone else is going to be more closely aligned with that person. What you're trying to do is to make connections. You're trying to serve people. You're trying to help them out. You're trying to help them solve their problems. So with that in mind, think about that when you cold outreach. Okay, think about your presentation of yourself, your presentation of your profiles, presentation of your signature. Every single little detail matters, and just keep it as simple as possible in whatever copywriting niche you're doing. So if you're doing something like growth operating, you're trying to help someone grow their school community. Okay, I get a bajillion emails daily about people asking me if they want to grow mine. The ones that I actually appreciate are the ones that say, hey, like, how are things going? How are you growing? Like, how's it looking? Not like I can scale you to X amount, because anyone can make a promise now. And I think in this current age of 2025, marketing promises are dying, because the numbers don't really matter as much anymore. Like, they're anyone can say them, anyone can make them up. They're just not impressive anymore. What people are looking for is, okay, can you build me something really great? Can you build me a system that will ease my sort of pain with marketing? Can you streamline things? Can you simplify things? That's what people are looking for now. So keep that in mind when you outreach, and yeah, just good luck. Keep cracking on.